All right, a quick tip around occupancy and how important is that number, and is it really the North Star metric? Because as an owner, if you're trying to figure out if a site's doing well, normally you go, hey, what's the occupancy? And you get a number and you're like, oh, that sounds high, that's great. There's a follow-up question you should really be asking, especially if you're starting to venture into partnering or running your own, that you pair with occupancy, and I'll explain to you why. So we're talking about occupancy percentage today, and generally speaking, before I quickly get into it, the way occupancy generally works for a new site looks something like this, right? Where this is kind of like the 12 to 15 month mark, where you kind of scale from 0% to 80%, right? And certain operators in this market would like to start at 0, but realistically, this should be starting more, I'd say around the 20 to 30%. And the reason for that is once it starts at 20, 30, you're actually generating enough flex income from selling all the memberships, the desks and the offices to cover a lot of the operating costs for the site. And by operating costs, think of not just your property costs and whatnot, but your on-site staff. So who's paying for the concierge, the center manager, who's paying for that upfront marketing or the online and the monthly marketing to help fill the space, or that kind of jazz, which is why you want to start at the 20, 30. But during this journey here, there's going to be discounted desk rates. So let's say your desk rate is $800, blended. You might hear the word blended. This is horrible writing, sorry. You might hear the word blended a lot because rather than bore you with immediately, oh, we sell some of these that are externally facing with a good view for $1,200, the internal ones with less natural light, but we just put there to try and monetize. The worst ones we sell for $600, blah, blah, blah. The blended rate is almost an average that they calculate for you across their whole floor plan to show you that, you know, this caters for the 30% of offices that are the high-end ones, or the 40% that are low-end, and the remainder that's kind of in the middle. You get your blended rate. You're not selling these desks leading up to your 80% at your 800 blended. These are probably going to be discounted so that you can get to your 80, 85%. And then from there, it's a situation of, okay, you know, after they've done 6 months or another 12 months, we're going to bump them back up so that we hit our blended rate. Because it's very important to hit that 80 to 85% occupancy mark within a co-working space, because it actually gets easier as you climb this to sell it, because the space is buzzing, you got a community. As you know, a lot of brands, the way they market their space, very much like the Nike angle, where they don't market shoes, they market athletes and aspirations and lifestyle. A lot of these spaces, when they market themselves, are moving away from, hey, check out this cool fit out. It's more, look at our community. Right? Look at the businesses that we have within here, look at the events we have. So that kind of sucks if it's an empty space. So you kind of discount it to get it up there. So when you're past the 12 to 15 month and you're going on, and let's say the site's been operating for 2 to 3 years, where you're kind of done with some of those discounts, and generally discounts, you might have a 2 to 3 month incentive. So discount only if you have a 12-month plus deal. So it's almost like, oh, if we can lock you in for 12 months or 24 months, yeah, sure, I'll give you 2 to 3 months off. Very similar to incentives and traditional lease deals, but not as crazy. Okay, so when you get to your 2-3 years mark, when you ask a site about what's your occupancy, and they say 90%, we're crushing it, right? And you walk away going, wow, that site's doing really well. The follow-up question is, how much are you selling your desks for and your offices for? Or what's your average rate? Because there's a lot of companies out there, in tough markets especially, that fire sale to hit that occupancy, because even though they may not be hitting the same level of profitability or margin they'd like to if they're selling it at the highest rate, it at least means that they're almost replicating a 60% occupancy operation, if you know what I mean. Because 60% at 800 is better than 90% at 500 or something like that, right? I mean, don't quote me on that maths because I haven't done it in my head, but you get the picture. So when you're thinking about occupancy, follow-up question is great, cool, what's your blended, what's your average rate? Or how much have you discounted those, or all of those on full rates so you're killing it? That's the key question. Because you might also find someone being quite transparent and honest with you and not giving you the BS general, oh yeah, we're very occupied, and say we're at 50, 60%. But if that's because they run a very diligent and lean operation where they say no to discounts, which some do, that 50, 60 is actually potentially performing better than the 70, 80s you're hearing from other sites. So hopefully that helps.